Guys, so again, we back here with Feron, is how you say it? Feron, my bad. Look, I like when people get people's names right, so again, forgive me. You ever see me? No, just call me T-Fit or Trevor. So I'm gonna give you a nickname. Just call me by my name. So he asked a good question. He showed us a picture of when his dog had, unfortunately, a blowout. And that was when he was trying to transition.
Oh, God. He was not messing with the raw.
Hey, so he ate it, but his body said, I don't think that's it, buddy. We got to do something different. So if you've got our transition guide, which you can buy at, what is it, My Dog what?
My Dog Tools.
So My Dog Tools. People,
My Dog Supps.
My Dog Tools, My Dog Supps. You can buy our transition guide. We just gave it to him. Anybody who gets within 5 feet of me, normally you're part of the group now, so want to make sure his dog gets the best chance. 2 things. You feed him dog food, you always start with bone. If you got a big dog, I love, look at this. This is the turkey wing, people. Tron and Ego, as you know. Big dog, you'll put a whole thing of food in there and it'll be over.
Man, look at the bowl.
Yeah, that's Tron's bowl, that's Ego's bowl.
That bowl feed people for 10 days right there.
And this is about 1 pound of meat here. Now, I keep them pretty lean during the summertime, so automatically they get basically 1 pound. And then I'll split this one so it turns into 1.5 pounds. What we have here, I think is, oh, there we go, beef liver. So I'll give them 1 ounce of beef liver. Give them a little bit of pork. These right here are what you call frozen pork neck bones too. Throw some egg in there, add some puppy blocks. Let me see, what else am I missing? Oh, fiber. Blueberries, and probably open up a can of pumpkin and give them that as well. So I'm gonna actually have him help me feed him and show him what it looks like. Now, what all did you say? Walk them through what you put in your dog's food the first time.
I was giving him some ground beef, rice, carrots, sweet potatoes, and I had put an egg in there, and that's what I was doing. And rice. Did I say rice? Yeah. And man, let me roll my phone up.
He gonna show you now. The one thing that he was missing is the bone is what solidifies the poop. It's why the dog's poop gets too white, but it's the one thing that bulks the poop in this case.
Deuce was dealing with this right here.
Yeah, people. That is what you call a shituation. And it's funny because when people are always asking me about raw feeding, they always talk about their dog's poop. I'll be like, so tell me a little bit about your poop. That'll catch them off guard. They'll be like, me pooping? Yeah, you know your son will be turned up and angry at you too, but you don't feel bad about it, even though you're struggling, because you literally are going to a bathroom or you sitting on the toilet. So in this case, technically Tron or Ego eat about 5 pounds of food. If you go off a 10% rule or 2 to 3% rule, be it that they're 2 years old, at 90 pounds and realistically about 80 right now, 80, 85 pounds, you're still talking about, I just use 3 or 4 pounds of meat. I'm not gonna get into all the math with you, but what I will show him, to say the least, is how it should look, how it works, and the fact that their poop is pretty legit. Now, your concern, as any pet owner's concern would be, is cleaning up the poop, right? Oh, there he goes, old yappy boy. That's a good sign. He's out there right now, people. He wants to get to it.
Trying out there for you to keep barking. You go.
Gotta get him, not in check, but just give him something to do. He's a dog who's motivated by people and things. So Wild Fork, he asked me about, hey, where you get the meat from? Wild Fork has got a good source of meat. I think I showed you guys in another video. I don't even know if I posted it yet. But objectively, this says ingredients, right? Ingredients, ground pork. I got some venison from HEB and it said 3% beef, 97% venison. Now someone says, well, it doesn't cook the way. Well, you need to learn how to cook venison if it's basically lacks, normally, just to say the least, venison has about 2.5 grams of fat per 4 ounces. Yeah, so per 4 ounces. In this case, 23 grams of protein, 11 grams of fat. Whew. There's some good ground pork right here, people. I like it. A lot of times I overdo the bone sometimes just to make sure that poop stays solid, especially if I double down on their organs. Today is not an immunity meal. This is just literally a meal replacement, meaning make sure that they get the stuff they need to build. So they'll both get at least that much of that. And then these turkey wings, man, I like these things. Only $12. Now mind you, my dogs on average, they're eating $30 meals, people. And we only feeding at this moment in time twice a week. I might have that 3 times a week. There we go. Now, they can eat frozen.
Oh, you gotta hold this up. You gotta hold this up. Y'all see this? Beat me up, man.
And because these are unthawed, I'm gonna lay these out because I actually gotta prep Harry's meal later. Here, we'll make sure she eats 7 days a week growing up. We add a little bit more pork in here. So you got some pork fat. This also has bone in it. As you see, it's a lot of cartilage in here. And this is where some of that stuff you need, that chondroitin and all that stuff you need to keep them joints strong. It's gonna be right there as well. So I'll split this up between these two jokers here. We'll crack an egg. Remember, they can eat the eggshells. Somebody said, what's better, brown or white eggs? Well, it's very simple. There's a brown chicken and a white chicken. That's the difference between the eggs. Ego does not eat shells. Tron will. So you give Ego the B vitamins, but you do not give him what? The shell, because he's just going to look at it, or he's not going to eat it. Normally about 3 ounces, aka a cup of blueberries is ideal. In the summertime, I would tell you to measure out that water too in their meals. And that means they'll get, what, roughly about a cup of water per meal as well. Now, normally, you know, I put gloves on for most of this stuff, but I've also done plenty of videos where I'm just cutting it. That liver smells righteous, boy. Super irony. He can eat that. I'll tell you how that went, though, because that was more liver than he needed. You rinse them hands off. Now, what you see in this meal, man? This is your bone content with some protein. That's 1.5 pounds of meat. This is a little bit more bone. Also, because they're doing the recovery thing, we're going to add some puppy blocks and some Fortified, which you can go get at mydogsups.com. And then we're going to feed them. And, you know, seeing it on the whatchamacallit versus in person is a whole different thing, boy.
You don't even realize how big the bowl is.
And he's 6'9", people. That joke is 6'9", so when I tell you, he's up there, he's up there. So, I'm going to add some water to this because I know the dogs are a little bit thirsty. They just got to play out there. Got that much in water. And normally you just measure out a cup, but I know how much they need. A little bit of water for Eco. We gave him an egg. Let's get a little puppy blocks and Fortified here. Now, I told you before, as I keep teaching to learn about joints, a dog's joints never get a break. Even in our elbow joint, they get breaks because they just kind of hanging. Your knees never get a break. That's another problem. Ooh, almost forgot them omega-3s, people. They gotta have omega-3s. Who is that barking?
One in the back left.
That's who, yeah. You know that's her. That's Hera, bro. Hera's a hoodlum. We got a lot of work to do with that dog.
She's not rocking with it. As soon as I walk in there, they ready. You ever let them all out at the same time?
Oh yeah, they be outside together, man. Now mind you, this thing comes with a scoop. Fortified is our joint supplement. Did the scoop fall out? No, I didn't. Super good. And then of course, puppy blocks. This is that amino blend that we created for recovery purposes. If you saw the other thing, the dog, they got to get out there and play with Feron over here. And want to make sure that they get some good sustenance. We'll talk more about the digestive system of the dog at another time, because that's a whole nother question. But remember, they're carnivores. And carnivores, based on the way that their teeth are designed, they are to chew and swallow. So a dog's digestive tract is only 10 feet, ours is 22, double that. They don't have fermentation tanks, which means they can't process a lot of vegetables. The stomach needs fiber, the cells don't. So you want to keep their gut healthy, you got to make sure there's some fiber in there. But not too many carbs. It's a whole nother thing. What are good forms of fiber? Forms of carbohydrates that don't activate the pancreas. What are some things that don't activate the pancreas? Green apples. Plus it's high in vitamin A. I'm going to finish it off with a can of this. I've liked using this versus even some of our salmon oil at times because I want to make sure that I like the olive oil in here and the source of protein. We're talking about 22 grams of protein in here. Mix and match with this. So now we got our healthy fats, we got our fiber, we've got our supplements, we've got our protein, and we got our bone.
Cannot get this with no EBT card. Gotta have some fun.
Guys, he's gonna grab Tron bowl. I'm gonna grab Eagle's bowl, man. Excellent. See if you can do it both. Hey, who have over there?
Uh-oh. Two boys rise up at the same time.
I'm about to let him out, so I'm gonna take it into the garage.
Get him in. They know where to go.
We're both in the same cage. Look at it. You can set Tron's over here. Tron! Right.
What they eat?
They eat the same kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's a good looking dog. This is a good looking dog.
Yeah, they eat good, man. We made them in the box, man. We gotta finish it up before the next one. You got any questions? Listen, like you seen the feeding time live.
I just ate like a king. Dogs eating like a king. Man, y'all know. Take care of your dogs. Please, just take care of your dogs.
Oh man. That's what it looks like though, man, for real. I mean, you put a little something together, man, and you just trust their poop. You see the poop get better. They're gonna enjoy themselves. They did a good job of work for me, so you make sure they get treated properly. Remember, they're carnivores. The system works in 12-hour increments, so that's why we also, if they're not doing a lot,
Scale?
yeah, for the dogs. It don't work on us, but it literally works for them. So I weigh them every, 3 or 4 weeks. I put them on a scale, see where they're at, see how the food's impacting them. They can't do a lot of training in 100 pounds in the weather, so now it's just a matter of making sure that they're good.
Pretty good, man. You know, this is who's the father of these dogs? This dog.
So that dog's Hot Shot's her dad. Ego doesn't have any pups here, but he has Ego's son. And then Zara, that dog, this is the mama of him, her, and her back here, and her.
There you go, y'all see it here. How you doing? You got that face just like Deuce almost.
That's how the press is big, man. I'm gonna put you on the floor here sleep. Come on. Get here. Woo! Got 8 questions, man.
I'm gonna see your text when I cook mine up. When I get it next week, just start it on top of the hard food a little bit.
Yeah, just give him a couple bowls first,
You
man.
gotta have a fun man. You gotta give him dog. You gotta bring working around.
That's the biggest thing is making sure your dogs are good. That's the just thing, bro. Once you got your going on that rope too, you can try that flirt pole too, man. Get that flirt pole rocking.
Where you get that from?
We made it.
Oh, yeah.
We made some PVC pipe, took some, they got this rope that weighs about 80 to, it can hold up to 80, 90 pounds. And then we tied it to a rope. And we go out there and play with them because any of the flirt poles you buy, my dogs will break them. They can't break that PVC pipe, not like that. And I've lifted them up off that booger, man. But being a guy, being a person who's very interested in your dog's quality of life, I know your health matters a lot. Where would you even go and get information like this? Because you said the vet said the bones are bad.
We got a vet here. You come here, you might get you a meal if he really rock with you. You got the keys to the car right here, the Ferrari. You see them Lamborghinis he got in the garage. We have no Honda Accords around here, man. It's all luxury cars we're dealing with.
Oh, that's good, man.
If you don't understand what I'm saying, it's just over here. You don't even need one at this point. You don't understand.
That's true, man. Listen, I got a chance to speak with him on the phone the other day. Jamal let him know how I am. He said, look, Trev, he's a cool cat. I said, that's fine. Put him on the phone, let's talk. He came, like he said, he's gonna come this weekend. I appreciate you driving out here and meeting us, man. I love his, hey, that's a beautiful Cane Corso, people. I'm not a fan of a lot of breeds. You know, I like the dogs I like, but I always pay homage to a good looking dog. And I don't care if it's a Pomeranian. If it's a good looking dog, it's just a good looking dog. Maybe not my style, but that's a good looking Cane Corso. And I got to see some good ones on that Max Trans spot. So I would love to make sure that him and his dog have the best chance possible to be the best they can for each other. And I assure you, health, in my opinion, is where it starts. I know you got to know that more than anybody being a professional athlete. So we can give you some more tools to be better, man. Hopefully we can show you a little bit about him and his dog's progress as they keep moving forward. And for now, people, you know the saying, take care of your dogs, take care of yourself.
Take care of your dogs. Please take care of the dog.
And keep having fun, man. Keep having fun, man. Stay tuned.
Appreciate that.
Likewise, man.